Third, there's a lot of people that sold more records than me that are also not around anymore. Been gone. Diamond, 5-time platinum, 4-time platinum, gold artist. I've seen it since 1997. Gone. I'm still here. From whatever you painted the picture to be a hype man, or he wasn't the best rapper, or he just started whatever you want to narrative you want to paint, you still got to listen to me talking to you right now in 2025. What I did for Nas probably never been done for him in his life. He's never been that viral at all, ever. Ever. He's never been talked about like this ever in his life.
Has Nas
you did the last time he was in some shit. When people were comparing him and Jay was beating him.
Say that.
You heard? Yeah, like that. And I don't want to talk about other people's career, but let's just get to the semantics of it.
Since
I don't know Nas.
Okay.
I don't know Nas to have a conversation with him. You don't have a conversation, we can have that too. That you dig? Like I don't really care.
One thing I did see you do, I've seen you do this in Say Less. I've seen you do this in the studio. You'll pull out the 100K and say, who won it? It's up.
100%. I ain't got 100 on me now. I ain't got like 40, 50 on me.
That's right.
What kind of grown man running around with that much money on him?
The real person.
Right now. And it ain't a money thing, but this is here. You heard? If you want to get busy, is the money on the line. Any one of y'all from my era. And before my era. You know, I started in 2003. Let's not forget that. Let's get it straight.
Yeah.
That's when I signed my deal. First time I heard Nas, I was in 10th, 11th grade at the barbecue. Things have changed tremendously since Nas was hot in the 90s. He had a smooth wave, but it didn't carry over the way that we seen other artists carry over that was supposed to be in his position. He was supposed to be a leader of, but he didn't get to finish his mission. Really, I don't care about that part. You think? I care about right now. I've been getting busy. I'm outside. I've been leading an example in a great way. You heard? I've been not chasing nothing young, but I'm mean and medium so these young niggas can understand what I got going on and understand the message that I'm preaching because I've been there and what they've been through. And
Yo.
Boy, you gonna keep on playing with Nas and make Nas come off the shelf and jump. You gonna make Nas jump off the porch 10 toes down and ruin with this little shit you got going on right now. Jimmy, stop. Jimmy, you really do be flying high. Jimmy wheelchair leg, Jimmy the cricket leg, Jimmy, bro, stop it, bro. Nas ain't gotta be viral. Nas is on a Mount Rushmore of hip hop. He's on a Mount Rushmore of hip hop. That's all he has to do. He's cemented. He's up there with Biggie, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, come on. I'm gonna say his name because man, come on, man, stop it, Jimmy. You gonna keep on playing till he come out with a song. Like it's like what relevancy against legacy? Which one would you rather have? I mean, rappers come out all the time and be relevant. Lil Pump was relevant for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man, Jimmy. I'm tired of talking about this. I'm tired of you talking about this. You're trolling is this. But one thing I can say, Jimmy, you stand relevant. You didn't win the Shannon Sharp workouts. Like Jimmy is one thing I can say Jimmy is doing. Now we can't knock the fact that Jimmy stand relevant with all this crazy stuff he talking. But the thing is, Jimmy always been kind of crazy, so we don't know if, you know what I'm saying, if he's serious or not. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's serious. I think this boy really, when has Nas ever been hot? Bro, he's Nas. That's like a football. When has Barry Sanders ever been hot? When has Joe Montana ever been hot? When has Peyton Manning? Man, he's one of the greats of hip hop. He don't have to be hot. He don't have to be hot. He did his job. He out the way now. He did his job. He out the way. My bad, the sun be. He did his job. Nas is cemented in the history. Only today, I would have never, you know hip hop is dead, man. You know hip hop is dead when Jimmy is doing stuff like this and he's relevant. People taking this to sit, man. And they gonna whip out the money. What kind of grown man walk around with 50 bands on him? Why, man? But hey, I can't give it to Jimmy. He's staying relevant. But you're gonna make Nas this. You know these young cats like diss tracks too, right? You do know that, right, Jimmy? They like diss tracks these days too. So if Nas decides to drop, it's gonna be over, bro. It's gonna be over. You can't go bar for bar with Nas. So stop it, man. And whoever going back listening to Nas old music and thinking it's up to par, now Jimmy makes some nice music. See, Jimmy kind of taken away from his legacy with all this playing, you know, to the real heads, to the 40 and 50-year-olds. But man, come on, man. When has Nas been relevant? This the most relevant Nas has ever been because you talking about him? Bro, come on. Nas is in the top 4 or 5 MCs in the game, bro. You on here looking like Nas is 51 looking like he's 35. You on here 50-something looking like you 65. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Anyway, y'all, I just had to speak on it. Jim Jones evidently is still on this Nas tour, and he's still getting he's still getting a little bit of publicity from it. And Benzino then came out. You know, Benzino he ain't got. Well, I'm gonna stay out Benzino. Benzino came out and said something too. I'm about to make a video about that. But for all the youngsters, just in case y'all listening to this, just in case y'all open-minded, Nas and Jim Jones is not even in the same breath. They're not even in the same tier. And it's like, it's kind of messed up because you kind of messing up your legacy a little bit, Jimmy, because I always thought you was a hustler. Man, you a smooth dude from New York, but I mean, if you, look, you're supposed to believe you the best. But you being from New York, you being from that cloth, this is just as crazy as New York cats making down south music. Like, this is just as crazy as that.